Something that I've been thinking about for a while is why life feels like this nonsense, endless loop sometimes. To understand this, I like to contrast two opposites. A loop, also a routine, is something we repeat over and over, something that is known to us. The opposite of the known is the unknown. Something new, something we don't understand and haven't experienced yet. And I might fear it because the outcome is not in my control, it's in the unknown. There's also a theory from the mathematics that I like to include, the fractal theory. By the end of this video you should have enough food for your brain, hopefully escape this annoying loop, and maybe see repetition from a different perspective. I also needed a break from painting portraits and using the same materials over and over, so I purchased a paper I've been thinking about for a while. It took me so long to make this step because I wasn't sure if it's a good alternative, and they have so many different versions of paper. That's why I also don't go to Subway. I mean, who needs 5 types of bread? Too many options make us tired, and in the end we fall into the trap of not doing anything. I went to my local art store and chose one from the cold-pressed and one from the hot-pressed version. The major difference is that cold-pressed paper has a more textured surface. I like to go with the hot-pressed paper this time, the smooth surface. Your local art store should have blocks that are already open, so you can look at it before buying it. As I told you, I got sick of painting portraits. What did I do? I went to the aquarium and I took so many pictures, I can't decide which one to choose. Okay, let's take a look back into the aquarium I went to. What? Did I hear painting fish is boring? Okay, I'm going to challenge you. Tell me, how would you transform these scenes into paintings? Did you know that the production crew of Finding Nemo went to visit different aquariums? They went diving in Hawaii and also got taught by an ichthyologist, someone who was specialized in fish. They put so much research into understanding how fishes move forward and how to translate these movements into animation. And there's a lot more stuff to be considered, like giving those fishes believable facial expressions. So for being a great animator, painter, or you name it, you need knowledge from different areas. And every project has its own challenges. Now tell me, how are we going to paint these scenes? So much was going on, right? I gave myself a bit more time than usual for the sketch. I worked with only 2 values, put all the mid and light colors in one group and separated them from the darkest color in my composition. I also tried to simplify the shapes, ignoring those zigzag details of the corals, for example. Some of you guys were so kind to leave some tips on how to use masking fluid without damaging your brush too much. You suggested to rub the brush on some soap before dipping it into the masking fluid. I haven't tried it yet, since I already damaged my brush, but I will try it another time for sure. And then I wait for 5 minutes until the masking fluid is dry and sticky. This is a beautiful practice to explore colors in a complex scene, working with foreground, background, make the composition appealing to the eyes, finding order in chaos, simplifying complexity. Other than usual, I'm thinking about gradients, grouping in a different way, and I'm sure I can apply what I learned here into my portraits. I'm going to remove those little color dots on my masking fluid because it kinda annoyed me. I'm going to change the water because I still have to paint bright colors. Be right back. I'm back! Make sure to change your painting water once in a while. That way your colors will stay vibrant and not get muddy. My eyes are twitching since a week, and since today, this side here at that point. I'm going to just lay here for half an hour. Just don't do anything, rest my eyes. And maybe move it around, close it. See you in 30 minutes. Now I try to make this object here, bring it more to the foreground by making the background darker. I will rub off the masking fluid. I came to the conclusion that somehow I have to enjoy myself to understand something. I have to make a really bad experience with something to understand, okay, this is bad because of this and that. And many times the things just happen again and again until I understand, that's why I shouldn't do this anymore. Oh, they hurt so much. I'm just tired. Lately I've been doing a lot of paper stuff. Paper stuff always gets me so tired. This is how far I came. I actually wanted to edit, but I think I would hurt my eyes even more. Good morning. So I gave my eyes a rest and went for a walk. Did some paperwork. So my head is free. I think paperwork really stresses me because it's something new. I actually don't sit that low, but I have to get it in one frame, so I'm going to film myself like this while painting. Actually I can see a bit more. I need a higher desk. Ooh. Nice. This is perfect. Unfortunately, I can't use my other desk easel vertical the way you usually use an easel, since I need the artificial light, the light from my window, to hit my painting in a certain angle, so my colors stay true while painting. Now, thanks to our sponsor Squarespace. With Squarespace you can build a complex or a simple website with easy customizable templates or begin with a blank white page. Integrate third parties to your store who print, pack and deliver your products to your customers. You can also host exclusive content like videos or newsletters in a members only area on your website. If you have any questions while building your website, they have a 24/7 customer support. Go to squarespace.com for a free trial, and when you feel ready to launch, go to squarespace.com/ValerieLin to get 10% off your first purchase on a website or domain. Since I switched my editing desk with my painting desk, this plant is more elevated now, and the plastic of that brown pot looks so ugly. My eyes are still twitching and they are dry. Okay, anyways, I thought we will do a nice activity. My plant has gotten sick. I think I overwatered the plant. It was maybe too much in the sun. Also, this is bothering me since a while. It looks better now, right? Now it's time for giving the fishies some eyes, and I'm going to simplify the shapes even more by eliminating details. Always be super careful when you remove your tape. And then I'm going to take some more pictures and videos for my Instagram and TikTok. If you want to see more content, follow me there too. Today was a complete sunny day. And what did I do? I stayed in bed because I'm on my periods and I can't do anything. I cancelled my Netflix subscription because I want to become smarter and I switched it. Is it okay to have two companies? Yes, Squarespace and Audible are not competitors, so I can mention Audible. I want to listen to Marcus Aurelius Meditations. I will listen to it on German because sometimes I'm missing a few words in English and I have to look it up. Maybe it's a good practice for me, but I want to understand everything. My German is... I forgot to mention that you can access this book also for free. You don't have to buy it. It's archive.com. They have 34 million digitalized books. It's something done for humanity. Like Avatar, you know Avatar, where the owl has all the knowledge in the library, but the library is under the sand in the desert? Like that. Oh. Imagine finding such a library. And I think they also have an audio version on there. It's so cool that there's stuff for free, legally free. Okay, let's talk about math. The first time that I heard about the fractal theory was from a classmate when I was 17. He asked me to design a t-shirt and put the initials of him and his girlfriend into this shape. I asked him what this shape meant. He just said, "It's a mathematic formula turned into a shape which explains the existence of nature." Got it, thanks. All my questions about life are solved now. Okay, just kidding. Let's try to understand this theory together. When you look into the shapes of nature, we can see the same shapes over and over. The only difference is the size of these shapes. Nature repeats itself in itself. The repetition goes in both directions, inside and outside. Benoit Mandelbrot discovered this principle and provided a mathematic formula which is nowadays used for animations, for example. Animators don't have to draw the landscapes by hand anymore. Computers are able to generate these landscapes. Endless, realistic landscapes based on repetition. Also, one more interesting thing, when you try to measure a coast, it's actually not accurate since it's a simplified measurement. If you would measure all the zigzags, the details, the length of a coast would be longer, because you have to measure more. No. But knowing about this theory can help you for your art, for example, for your paintings, creating harmonious shapes, since it exists in nature, and maybe you can work with it, and maybe it can expand your horizon. If you decide to think more about this theory, but endless is too overwhelming, which I completely understand, maybe you could limit it to 5. Let's say this thing goes 5 times inside and 5 times outside, and that's enough. If something is overwhelming you, just set a limit to it. can't leave the page empty. There is one more area. I'm going to fill it with another painting. And I'm so warmed up. Like, I can do it really fast. One more thing I want to mention is that you don't have to agree with everything you hear or read. Even though I'm listening to Marcus Aurelius, I don't agree with everything he says. You can question everything you hear, you can even question me, who says that I am right, who says that anyone is right. You can make your own opinion about the things you hear, but be open, listen to them, and then make your own opinion. Honestly, I was never really interested in painting scenes like these. Maybe I was also a bit overwhelmed by it. What I can take from this video for myself is to be more bold, to be less scared, and if it happens that I make a mistake, that is normal. I have done plenty of mistakes in my past, I will make mistakes now and in the future, but as always, I will learn from them. And I know that if I don't make a decision, I won't move forward. That is what I learned. What did you learn? Thank you for stopping by and spending some time with me. See you next time. Bye bye.